Welcome back to Steffi Fan's channel. Today, we will learn about the explosive developments coming to the bold and the beautiful this Monday, January 12th, where shocking proposals, forbidden attractions, and dangerous eavesdropping will collide in the most dramatic ways imaginable. Carter's desperate romantic gesture. The drama kicks into high gear inside the elegant Forrester showroom, where the atmosphere is thick with tension and unresolved emotions. Daphne Rose stands at the precipice of a life-altering decision, her hand already reaching for the door handle as she prepares to walk away from everything she's built with Carter Walton. Despite Carter's heartfelt pleas and passionate attempts to convince her that their relationship is worth fighting for, Daphne remains steadfast in her belief that leaving is the only viable option. Her eyes betray the internal conflict raging within her. She clearly has feelings for Carter, but circumstances have pushed her to this breaking point where she feels departure is inevitable. Carter has been relentlessly working overtime to change Daphne's mind, utilizing every romantic gesture and persuasive argument in his arsenal. He's reminded her of their beautiful moments together, the connection they share, and the incredible future they could build side by side. However, none of his previous efforts have been enough to shake her resolve. Daphne's determination to leave seems unbreakable, rooted in deep-seated fears and concerns that Carter hasn't been able to fully address until this critical moment. But Carter Walton is not the type of man to give up when something truly matters to him. In a split-second decision that will change both their lives forever, Carter realizes that words alone won't be sufficient this time. He needs to make a grand gesture that demonstrates his unwavering commitment and proves beyond any shadow of doubt that Daphne has every reason to stay. This isn't just about keeping her around for another day or week. This is about showing her that he envisions a permanent future with her, a lifetime of love and partnership. In one of the most romantic moments, the bold and the beautiful has delivered in recent memory, Carter will drop to one knee right there in the showroom, with vulnerability shining in his eyes and his heart completely exposed. He'll pull out an engagement ring and pop the question to Daphne. This isn't a casual suggestion or a vague promise about someday. Carter is ready to make the ultimate commitment right here, right now. He'll make it crystal clear that he refuses to let Daphne simply run away when they have the opportunity to build something extraordinary together through marriage. Carter's proposal speech will be nothing short of breathtaking. He'll pour his heart out, telling Daphne in no uncertain terms that he loves her deeply and completely. He'll explain that marriage isn't just a piece of paper to him, it represents his desire to intertwine his life with hers permanently, to face every challenge together, and to create a real, lasting future as husband and wife. His words will be raw, honest, and filled with the kind of emotion that's impossible to fake. He'll beg her to say yes to a wedding, to say yes to them, to say yes to love. The weight of Carter's proposal and the sincerity radiating from every word will hit Daphne like a tidal wave. This bold, unexpected move will force her to confront her true feelings and reconsider her decision to leave. After taking several long, emotional moments to process what's happening, Daphne will ultimately find herself unable to resist Carter's heartfelt plea. In a beautiful turn of events, she'll accept his proposal, agreeing to become his wife and commit to the future he's painted for them. This engagement will mark a major turning point in their relationship and set the stage for dramatic wedding plans to come. Taylor and Deacon's forbidden chemistry. Meanwhile, another romantic storyline is heating up in ways that could spell absolute disaster for everyone involved. Taylor Hayes finds herself in an increasingly complicated situation that she never anticipated when she first took Deacon on as a patient. Despite Steffi Forrester Finnegan's best efforts to intervene and extinguish the sparks flying between her mother and Deacon Sharp, Taylor simply cannot get the man out of her head. The professional boundaries that should exist between therapist and patient are becoming dangerously blurred. Taylor's thoughts keep drifting back to Deacon at the most inopportune moments. She finds herself replaying their conversations, analyzing the moments when their eyes locked for just a beat too long, and remembering the electricity she felt when they were in close proximity. Most troubling of all, Taylor is craving Deacon's kiss with an intensity that both excites and terrifies her. This isn't just a passing fancy or idle curiosity. There's genuine, powerful attraction simmering beneath the surface, threatening to boil over at any moment. What makes this situation even more explosive is that Deacon is experiencing identical feelings. Despite being fully aware of the catastrophic complications surrounding any potential relationship with Taylor, he can't suppress his growing emotions for her. Deacon knows exactly how messy and inappropriate this is. Taylor is supposed to be his therapist, a professional helping him work through his issues. More importantly, he's currently married to Sheila, one of the most dangerous and unpredictable women in Los Angeles. Getting involved with Taylor would create chaos on multiple fronts. Yet knowledge of these complications doesn't stop Deacon's heart from racing when he thinks about Taylor. He finds himself longing for a lip lock with her, imagining what it would be like to cross that line and give in to the magnetic pull between them. The rational part of his brain screams warnings about the consequences, but his emotions are overpowering his common sense. Deacon is caught between his marriage to Sheila, his therapy relationship with Taylor, and his undeniable desire to pursue something real with the woman who truly makes his heart sing. The tension between Taylor and Deacon is reaching a critical breaking point. It's only a matter of time before someone makes a move that can't be taken back. When that moment comes, the fallout will be absolutely nuclear, particularly given Sheila's volatile nature and her inability to handle betrayal of any kind. Sheila's dangerous discovery. Speaking of Sheila Sharp, she's about to become aware that her marriage might be in serious jeopardy. And when Sheila senses a threat, she becomes exponentially more dangerous. The drama unfolds when Sheila finds herself in the wrong place at the right time, or perhaps the right place at the wrong time, depending on your perspective. She'll be lurking in the shadows at Il Giardino, Deacon's restaurant, when she overhears a conversation between Dick Sharp and Deacon that will set off every alarm bell in her suspicious mind. Dick and Deacon were having what they believed to be a private, candid discussion about Deacon's complicated feelings. Dick, who desperately wants his father to find genuine happiness and escape his toxic marriage to Sheila, was absolutely thrilled when Deacon opened up about his growing feelings for Taylor Hayes. From Dick's perspective, Taylor represents hope. She's the woman who could finally inspire his father to walk away from Sheila's manipulation and chaos. Dick sees Taylor as a potential lifeline that could save Deacon from a relationship that's slowly destroying him. Unfortunately, Dick and Deacon weren't as alone as they thought during this heart-to-heart conversation. Sheila, with her well-honed instincts for detecting threats and her tendency to eavesdrop on conversations that don't concern her, managed to position herself close enough to overhear at least portions of their discussion. The big question now is exactly how much did Sheila hear? Did she catch the entire conversation from start to finish, giving her complete knowledge of Deacon's feelings for Taylor? Or did she only hear fragments that will leave her piecing together the truth through context clues and intuition? Even if Sheila only caught snippets of the conversation, she's smart enough and paranoid enough to read between the lines. The mere mention of Taylor Hayes' name in connection with Deacon, combined with the emotional tone of their discussion, would be enough to trigger Sheila's jealousy and rage. She may have heard just enough to understand that Deacon views Taylor as more than simply his therapist. There are romantic feelings involved, and that knowledge is absolute dynamite in Sheila's hands. Never one to sit back and passively gather information, Sheila will immediately spring into action. She'll corner poor Dick, who becomes her unfortunate target for interrogation. Sheila will subject him to an intense grilling session, using every manipulation tactic in her extensive playbook to extract additional information. She'll likely alternate between playing the hurt wife seeking answers and the threatening mother-in-law demanding loyalty. Dick will find himself caught between protecting his father's privacy and dealing with Sheila's relentless questioning. Sheila will probe for every detail she doesn't already have. How long has this thing with Taylor been going on? How serious is Deacon about her? Has anything physical happened between them? Is Deacon planning to leave the marriage? Sheila won't rest until she's pried every scrap of information out of Dick, and the young man will have to navigate this minefield carefully. One wrong word could accelerate the situation from tense to catastrophic. The real danger here is what Sheila will do once she has all the facts. This is a woman who has committed murder, faked her own death, and destroyed countless lives to get what she wants. If she believes Taylor Hayes is trying to steal her husband, there's no telling how far Sheila might go to eliminate the threat and secure her marriage. Taylor could find herself in genuine physical danger, and Deacon's attempts to pursue happiness could end in tragedy for everyone involved. This Monday's episode promises to deliver all the romance, tension, and danger that Bold and the beautiful fans have come to expect and love. Between Carter's stunning proposal to Daphne, the sizzling forbidden attraction between Taylor and Deacon, and Sheila's dangerous discovery of her husband's wandering heart, viewers will be glued to their screens from start to finish. The stage is set for explosive confrontations, passionate moments, and life-changing decisions that will ripple through Los Angeles for months to come. Next, we will learn about the issue of the Bold and the Beautiful's exciting casting announcement that has soap opera fans buzzing with anticipation and curiosity about what lies ahead for one of the show's beloved legacy characters. Major casting shakeup rocks Forrester family. The daytime drama landscape is about to experience a significant transformation as the Bold and the Beautiful prepares to welcome a fresh face to one of its most prominent legacy roles. After months of speculation and careful observation by dedicated fans who never miss a detail, the CBS soap opera has officially confirmed that R.J. Forrester will be returning to Los Angeles with a completely new look. This recasting represents a pivotal moment for the show, as R.J. is not just any character, he is the son of two of the most iconic figures in soap opera history, Ridge Forrester and Brooke Logan, whose legendary romance has captivated audiences for decades. The casting decision comes at a particularly interesting time for the show, as producers seem to be investing heavily in developing storylines for the younger generation of Forrester family members. This strategic move suggests that the writers are planning to explore fresh dynamics and create compelling narratives that will bridge the gap between the established veteran characters and the emerging younger cast members who represent the future of the show. The social media detective work that exposed everything, long before any official announcement was made by the network or the show's production team. Eagle-eyed fans who spend countless hours analyzing every single post on social media managed to piece together the casting puzzle through their impressive detective work. The first major clue emerged approximately 1 month ago when mysterious leaked photographs began circulating across various social media platforms and fan forums. These intriguing images seemed to show a young, unfamiliar actor participating in what appeared to be behind-the-scenes activities at the Bold and the Beautiful studio lot. The real breakthrough in this casting mystery came when veteran actor John McCook, who brilliantly portrays the beloved patriarch Eric Forrester, and his real-life wife inadvertently became the sources of the most concrete evidence. During the show's festive holiday party celebrations in December, the couple shared several photographs on their personal Instagram accounts that featured a young man posing alongside McCook himself, and Torsten Kay, who plays the pivotal role of Ridge Forrester. These seemingly innocent holiday snapshots immediately caught the attention of the show's most dedicated viewers, who possess an almost supernatural ability to recognize when something significant is happening behind the scenes. The fan community quickly mobilized their investigative efforts, utilizing various social media platforms to track down the identity of this mysterious young actor. Through careful cross-referencing of photos, searching through tagged accounts, and analyzing every possible connection, these passionate viewers managed to identify the newcomer as Brayan Nicoletti. The speculation immediately began that this fresh-faced young talent would be stepping into the shoes of Joshua Hoffman to become the newest incarnation of R.J. Forrester. Official confirmation from the top. This week brought the official validation that fans had been anticipating when executive producer and head writer Bradley Bell sat down for an extensive and revealing interview with TV Insider to discuss the exciting developments planned for the new year on the CBS daytime drama. During this comprehensive conversation about upcoming storylines, character arcs, and the creative direction of the show, Bell officially confirmed what the most observant fans had already deduced through their social media sleuthing. Brayan Nicoletti has indeed been hired to take on the prestigious and challenging role of R.J. Forrester. The confirmation from Bell represents a significant moment for the show, as it signals the beginning of a new chapter for this important character. The fact that the producer chose to discuss this casting decision in detail during a major interview suggests that the show has substantial plans for R.J. moving forward. This isn't just a brief appearance or a minor storyline. The writers clearly have developed extensive material that will showcase this character and explore new dimensions of his personality and relationships. Meet the fresh face behind the Forrester legacy. For Brayan Nicoletti, landing the role of R.J. Forrester represents an absolutely monumental career opportunity that could potentially transform his entire professional trajectory. This marks his very first major acting role in the entertainment industry, and it will serve as his official debut on the small screen. The magnitude of this opportunity cannot be overstated. Stepping into a legacy role on one of daytime television's most prestigious and long-running soap operas is the kind of break that many actors spend years hoping to achieve. Prior to being cast on The Bold and the Beautiful, Nicoletti's professional experience consisted primarily of modeling work and creating short-form content for various social media platforms. His entertainment industry resume is remarkably brief, reflecting just how new he is to the world of professional acting in Hollywood. When examining his IMDb page, viewers will find only two modest credits listed, both from 2024. Demonstrating that he is truly at the very beginning of what could potentially become a remarkable career journey. His first credited role came in a low-budget independent film titled Woodbridge, which centered around the serious and emotionally complex topic of bullying in contemporary society. The film did not achieve widespread recognition or distribution, and currently holds a modest rating of 5 out of 10 stars on IMDb. Most viewers have likely never encountered this particular movie, as it did not receive theatrical release or significant promotional support. Additionally, Nicoletti appeared in one short film called No Boys Allowed, which similarly failed to generate substantial attention or viewership beyond festival circuits and independent film communities. What this means for the show's direction. The decision to cast someone with such limited professional experience in a legacy role represents an interesting and somewhat bold choice by the show's producers. Traditionally, soap operas tend to cast actors who have at least some established experience in the industry, particularly for roles connected to the show's most prominent families. However, this choice could work in the show's favor by bringing a completely fresh energy and perspective to the character without any preconceived notions or acting habits that might need to be adjusted. The timeline for R.J.'s return. Based on the information available and the timeline of when photographs first emerged from the set, it appears that Brayan Nicoletti began his filming work in December, shortly after being officially hired for the role. This filming schedule means that fans can expect to see R.J. Forrester make his dramatic return to Los Angeles sometime in mid-January. The typical production timeline for soap operas involves filming episodes approximately 3 to 4 weeks in advance of their air dates, which aligns perfectly with this projected debut timing. The anticipation surrounding R.J.'s return has been building steadily among the fan community, with many viewers expressing excitement about seeing how this character will be integrated back into the show's current storyline landscape. His return comes at a time when The Bold and the Beautiful is exploring various dynamics within the younger generation, making this an ideal moment to reintroduce Ridge and Brooke's son. Explosive drama on the horizon. According to the latest Bold and the Beautiful spoilers circulating through various entertainment news outlets and fan communities, The writers have developed some particularly explosive and dramatic storylines for Bridges' son that promise to shake up the current status quo in Los Angeles. The show isn't bringing RJ back simply for background appearances or casual family scenes. He will be thrust directly into the center of significant conflict and tension that will have lasting implications for multiple characters. One of the most intriguing aspects of RJ's return involves his anticipated confrontations with Will Spencer Jr., another young legacy character who represents the next generation of the Spencer family dynasty. The writers have apparently crafted storylines that will put these two young men at odds with each other, creating friction and rivalry that could potentially echo the complicated history between their respective families. This conflict promises to deliver the kind of dramatic tension that soap opera fans crave, while also providing opportunities to explore themes relevant to younger viewers. The future looks promising as we look ahead to what promises to be an exciting year for the bold and the beautiful. The return of R.J. Forrester, with Brayan Nicoletti in the role, represents just one piece of a much larger creative puzzle. The show continues to evolve and adapt, finding ways to honor its rich history while simultaneously pushing forward with fresh storylines and new character dynamics that keep audiences engaged and invested in the ongoing narratives. Are you excited about having R.J. Forrester back on your screens? And what are your thoughts about the casting of Brayan Nicoletti in this important legacy role?